it's more important than ever to keep our communities safe. And so we have increased our security measures, including adding more staff that are specifically here to make sure that we are safe.
And in addition to increasing security staff, IMPD will be present both during the parade and the festival this year. Sanders says police presence at Pride can be a little bit triggering for some folks in the community. WRTV asked if officers will be in uniform during the event. We're told some will, but they're encouraged to wear a soft uniform, which is a t-shirt with a rainbow on it and some shorts. And organizers actually anticipate that the majority of police that will be at the parade and at the festival are folks who identify with the LGBTQ+ community. In Indianapolis, Nico, Pennisi, WRTV.
All right, Nico, thank you. And as he mentioned, IMPD will have a strong presence at the festival this weekend and festivities this weekend. That applies to the men and women in uniform and their vehicles. The department tweeted these pictures this morning showing off special Police with Pride graphics on the patrol car. IMPD says the specially marked vehicle will be used throughout the month of June. The Indy Public Safety Foundation made the graphics possible. Turning to this now, 2 Metro police officers are recovering after losing control of their vehicle while chasing a suspect. The officers were following a rape suspect around 8 o'clock last night. IMPD says someone swerved in front of the patrol car on Shadeland Avenue just north of Fall Creek. They avoided the crash, but the patrol car ran off the road. The officers were taken to the hospital, but they are expected to survive. IMPD says a suspect was caught. An overnight fire destroyed a business on the northwest side of Indy. Firefighters spent hours battling a fire at GRNE Solar near 79th and Michigan Road. The fire started around 1 a.m. Investigators say flames were shooting from the building when crews arrived on the scene. The metal building eventually collapsed. No injuries are reported, and the cause of the fire remains under investigation. Indigo announced another round of work on the Red Line today. It will close a portion of College Avenue for more than a month now. Construction will start next Wednesday between 42nd and 52nd Streets. Cars will be detoured along Meridian Street, but access to businesses will remain open. During that time, crews will install reinforced bus pads and make other roadway improvements. Indigo says the work is necessary to protect the initial investment of the Red Line. College Avenue will reopen in mid-July. Veterans experiencing homelessness or who are at risk of homelessness are gaining job experience by beautifying and cleaning downtown Indianapolis. The street ambassadors work for Downtown Indy Inc. while participating in the program called VetWorks. The group called Helping Veterans and Families started the program, and now it's entering its 3rd year. The goal is to help vets find permanent jobs. Since 2021, nearly 30 veterans have completed VetWorks. They're earning an average wage of $22.80 an hour. Rich Becky is a recent participant.
Everything just crumbled so quickly, I couldn't get my arms around it fast enough to make it slow down. And it was amazing how fast it all just disappeared. It seemed like it was overnight. Luckily, the VA, through them and HVAF, they found this for me. And financially now, I'm in such a better place. I'm happy. I can live for me now.
I love that. And after completing VetWorks, Becky is a supervisor for the Street Ambassadors. To learn more and to sign up for VetWorks, visit WRTV.com. Now to the story making national headlines. A federal grand jury has voted to indict former President Donald Trump. The charges stem from his alleged mishandling of classified documents. Trump is denouncing the charges as a hoax, but as ABC News' Justin Finch explains, investigators may have a piece of evidence that undermines his defense.
A landmark decision from the federal grand jury voting to indict former President Donald Trump in the special counsel probe into Trump's alleged mishandling of classified records. Trump, now the first current or former U.S. president to face federal charges. Sources telling ABC News Trump faces at least 7 counts, including illegal retention of government documents regarding national security, conspiracy, and obstruction of the government's efforts to retrieve those documents. The former president long insisting he's done nothing wrong, declaring his innocence in a social media video.
I'm innocent, and we will prove that very, very soundly and hopefully very quickly. Thank you very much.
Sources tell ABC News federal prosecutors have obtained a 2021 Trump audio recording in which he allegedly admits taking classified records after leaving the White House. Trump allegedly heard saying, "As president, I could have declassified, but now I can't." The former president and the National Archives were locked into a months-long dispute over whether he returned all government records as required by law. A federal judge later authorized an FBI search of Mar-a-Lago, which turned up more than 100 classified records last August, even after Trump's lawyers said all were returned.
The whole country knows the basic notion of unequal treatment and fairness, and that's what's at issue with this prosecution.
Sources tell ABC News that Trump-appointed Florida federal judge Eileen Cannon is being assigned to oversee Trump's case, at least for now. Judge Cannon also presided over the initial Mar-a-Lago case and assigned a special master to independently review those seized records. Justin Finch, ABC News, Washington.
The former president is set for arraignment in a Miami federal courtroom on Tuesday. The Justice Department and the White House declined to comment on the investigation. After the break, Tesla reaches a deal with another automaker to use its established charging network. The ripple effect this could have throughout the industry. Plus, later this half hour, how Indianapolis community leaders are hoping to kick off a safe summer in the Circle City. Welcome back. General Motors will join Ford in adopting Tesla's electric vehicle charging system. That means GM vehicles will use Tesla's plug and have access to Tesla's charging network. Now, this move could have a snowball effect. The three companies account for 70% of EVs sold in the U.S. Tesla designed its own plug for its vehicle and has built its own network of charging stations, which make up a majority of public chargers in North America. General Motors and Ford say it will start producing vehicles with Tesla's plug starting in 2025. It's a big weekend in sports. Indiana State opened super regional play in college baseball today, and they were supposed to have the home field advantage at Bob Warren Field in Terre Haute. However, the athletic department posted a statement saying they couldn't host the baseball game. School officials cited their previous commitment to host the Special Olympics Indiana Summer Games. In light of this, the TCU fan base, ISU's opponent, took action. And thanks to local podcast donations, started pouring in to support Special Olympics Indiana. We chatted with the president of Special Olympics, who responded to the unexpected sportsmanship. He shared what it means to Hoosiers who are participating in Special Olympics.
The exciting thing about this is it shows sports in a very positive light. I think too often we look at sports and we see bad sportsmanship, and that's what we focus on. This is a good story. And this is what sports can be if we just put it in the right light, if we do it. Yes, we want to be competitive. Yes, we keep score. The scoreboards are on. But more importantly, sports can really show all of us who we truly are and show each other avenues to meet new people and make new friendships.
I love that. And so far, donations from the fundraising effort have totaled more than $35,000. We're told more than 650 people donated from 37 states and were matched by several companies. He added the organization is expected to put the unexpected money towards supporting the athletes. Coming up, air quality remains a big concern for many cities from the Midwest to the Northeast. How officials are encouraging people to protect themselves as wildfire smoke lingers.
From Indy's streaming news leader, this is WRTV News at Noon, streaming now.
Raise your hand if you're ever in fear for your life or you're ever paranoid when you're out in the streets. Honestly.
Just 1 week into the city's plan to reduce gun violence this summer, and solutions are already in action. Dozens of people came out to the Bethel Park Gym for some basketball as part of the I Choose Peace campaign for young people. The tournament targets young black men ages 18 to 35. Donovan Scott is home for the summer and participated in the event. He says being a part of this initiative helps him meet new people and reach his goals.
Stay on track. Stay committed to what you want to do and do positive things.
The campaign is I Choose Peace, and that's what we want to radiate throughout the city. Just a good way to accent this park out here with all the violence lately in the parks. Like I said, it gives this demographic a safe space.
Organizers hope more people will join over the course of the summer. To learn more about the I Choose Peace campaign and the Play for Peace tournament, head to WRTV.com. Air quality is improving in Indiana, but the air quality is still considered moderately unhealthy across most of the state. You can see a much clearer picture of the Indy skyline today out from our Speedway tower cam. While conditions are improving here, it's a different story in some other parts of the country. ABC's Rena Roy shows us conditions in the Northeast.
From lingering haze in New York City to barely visible bridges in Philadelphia, a thick, massive plume of smoke still shrouding major cities in America. Similar conditions in Cleveland, Baltimore, and Washington, D.C. A so-called Code Purple issued in the nation's capital, signaling hazardous air quality.
They told me it was Code Purple. I thought it was getting better. So we're not even used to this language to deal with this type of air quality.
Poor air quality extending as far south as Atlanta and Memphis and as west as St. Louis and Indianapolis. In Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, the air quality index hitting 491 on the 1 to 500 scale, even worse than New York City's 484 on Wednesday. Schools in New York City and Philadelphia both switching to remote learning today. Parents encouraged to watch for signs of shortness of breath, chest pain, and wheezing. People urged to stay indoors or mask up.
This is our old friend, one you never want to see again, perhaps, but this mask can make a difference.
The good news is conditions are slowly improving in some areas, with winds shifting and smoke starting to move out of the U.S., eventually north, back to Canada. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
Todd, it is Friday. We're hoping for some clear skies.
Yeah.